Hey guys, I want to go over this leaked information from the data mine files of the PTR. Came out a couple days ago. This is wowhead, and I'll link the page down in the description. But basically, it's about the Iron Wolves, and there's some YouTubers that came out with some videos talking about it, but I don't think they really understand the significance of it. So I'm going to kind of go into a little bit more detail on what this is about and what this potentially means for Season 4 or even the expansion or upcoming seasons between now and then. So basically, it's there's a lot of emblems and icons and stuff about the Iron Wolves, and you can read for it yourself here in this this article. But there's some emblems they caught. This is, I think, probably the most significant thing that's been found. So we know from the past seasons, the seasonal event will have minimap icons that show a green leaf, which this was data mined right here in the PTR files. So this tells me that this is definitely going to be the seasonal content, unless it changes, because this is the PTR still, but I highly doubt it. So just because it has that green leaf on there, the Iron Wolves are going to have something big to do with the Season 4. Another thing is that there's already in the PTR, there's Wolf's Honor that drops in the Hell Tides. There's also, you can find Iron Wolves, mercenaries roaming about the Hell Tides, fighting against the demons. And so it sounds like there's a big focus on the Hell Tides and Iron Wolves in the upcoming season here. There's also whisper events called Assist the Iron Wolves. There's lots of armor, and I'm assuming probably cosmetics. These guys here are from Diablo 2 Resurrected, and basically in Diablo 2, these guys were, the Iron Wolves were introduced in Act 3 in Karast, and they were hireable mercenaries. They basically look like this, and I believe they were mages in Act 3, and I have some D2 playing in the background, so we'll check that out in a second. But basically, let me I'm getting ahead of myself here a second. So a lot of people are thinking that these Iron Wolves are, since we had the season of the vampire, people are thinking that this is going to be season of the werewolves. I don't think this has anything to do with werewolves. These are the Iron Wolves mercenary faction from D2. They're also in D3, and they're actually currently in D4. But there's really not. There's some quests that you can do, side quests, but it's not very significant of importance in D4 right now. So let me quickly jump over to D2. So I got my character here. We're in the Karast jungle. This is Ashira.
I'm surprised you made it back all in.
She's the leader of the Iron Wolves, and you can hire mercenaries from her. And what they do, there's different, they're all mages, so they like Glacial Spike, Charge Bolt, Firebolt, and you can hire these guys as mercenaries. Oh, I don't have enough gold to hire it, but yeah. Anyways, there's normally a guy walking around here. But he's not there right now, apparently. I don't know. I was going to show you guys, but I guess I don't have enough gold, so I'm unprepared. Anyways, he looks like this, and they wield swords. So I think that the big significance here is that there's possibly going to be mercenaries introduced, either in Season 4 or in the expansion, or maybe if there's a season between Season 4 and the expansion. We don't know exactly when the expansion is coming out, but they said, I think, late or later in the year 2024. It could be. I don't think it's going to come in. I don't think it's going to be announced in July, when, which would be a year since the Diablo 4 launch. I think it's going to be later, probably in like maybe fall time, maybe even in winter time. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But as far as all the season have gone, I think May. Let's see. No, April. I can't remember what they said season 4 was going to start. Sometime in April, I believe. So they normally last like 2 or 3 months. So April, May, June. So it's going to be June, July-ish probably. So like around the 1 year mark. And then we might see another season, season 5. I'm not really sure. We'll see what happens. But basically, there's so many clues and hints pointing to mercenaries. And one big thing is that Diablo 2 had mercenaries. Diablo 3 had mercenaries. Diablo 4 does not have mercenaries. Why? I mean, they are coming for sure. I would bet money on it. And let me talk about some ties here. So season 3, right? We had the season of the construct. Basically, we had our own minions, and I think that Blizzard is using us and season 3 as kind of a beta test for these minions slash mercenaries. Because if you reskin these robots with human mercenaries or with this like Iron Wolf skin here, you essentially have a mercenary that's following you around. So I think what they're doing with season 3 is testing the AI, testing pathways, testing damage, testing interaction with the gear as far as like the runes go. I mean, if you reskin it, that's a mercenary. So I think they're coming closer, and I like, if we all know Blizzard, when they have stuff in their files that is leaked, like they did that on purpose. They know what they're doing. They're trying to hype up people, and that, I mean, they're really, all these signs are really pointing towards mercenaries coming. Another thing they did is they buffed minions significantly in the PTR. So again, this is just testing the waters for mercenaries to come, and I think they're using us as a beta test, or basically a behind the curtains, behind the scenes testing for these mercenaries. And you know, if they're not going to be in season 4, they're definitely introducing the Iron Wolves as a significant thing within the Diablo world, and they're going to bring attention to them, because I think that if they don't introduce them in season 4, they're going to slowly push towards his mercenaries, and I think the Iron Wolves will be one of the first among the mercenaries introduced in Diablo 4. With Diablo 2, these guys, in my opinion, they're the coolest looking mercenaries, but they didn't provide much as far as utilities. And most people use the Act 2 mercenaries, just because of the gear, I think. So there's a huge lost potential there, and I think that there's a lot of, at least for D2 players, there's a lot of want to make those guys significant in D2. So maybe they're possibly pushing those guys because they know they're undervalued in D2. So I don't know, we'll see. But so another thing is, I'll bring up this map here. So this is the map of Diablo 2. This is where we're playing right here. There's Kyrgyzstan, Dry Steppes, Gaycool. There's Kuras right here, which is in D2. The Kuras docks is when they're introduced in D2, as I showed you before. And I mean, they're right there, right across the river from Gaycool and Kyrgyzstan. And from the lore, let's see, I have some Diablo. Let me move this out of here. So the wiki, I mean, there's some stuff in the wiki that talks about the lore and stuff, and I'll link this as well, and you can check that out. But basically, they're mercenaries that moved up here. I think they moved into Chaldeum, but I mean, they're right there with Kuras, and Kuras, as we know, the expansion is going to be focused on Kuras and Mephisto. So, I mean, it's only natural that Iron Wolves are going to play a big part in the expansion. So I think that they're probably introducing them now, and then once the expansion comes out, we're going to see a lot more Iron Wolf stuff. And then one more thing I want to show you guys here. This is D4. Right here, so from the map we were just watching, here's Gaycool. So basically, Kuras is right here in the fog that we can't see. I don't know where the docks would be, but basically there's probably a river somewhere around here-ish, separating Kuras from Gaycool. But anyways, right here, this teleport waypoint, Iron Wolves encampment. I mean, they're already in the game, and once you get in here, you know they're having issues with demons. They're fighting against the demons, and they're having a lot of problems. There's a lot of quests here. It's the Iron Wolf Asa. Down here is a quartermaster that has a quest to give you, I believe, and war plans. If you click on this, brilliant. Oh, the plans are brilliant yet desperate. The armies of despair fill a small map of Kyrgyzstan. I mean, the Iron Wolves are already here, and when you go into the Helltide, you can see these guys fighting. So from what I've read, they hire whoever as mercenaries, archers, melee, or mages. I haven't seen any mages in the Helltides. I think they're just like fighters. But we haven't seen mages yet, so maybe they'll come soon. So, I mean, all of this stuff just kind of smashed into one little thing. I think it's a huge sign pointing to Mercenaries coming very soon. If not Season 4, like I said, it's coming in the expansion. I would be surprised if we didn't see Mercenaries by the expansion. So let me know what you think, or if you have any more information on this stuff. It's very interesting, and I don't think anyone's really understanding the significance of the Iron Wolves. So it's very interesting stuff, and I mean, Mercenaries are coming, guys. They're coming. It's just a matter of time. All right, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. See you later.